After studying a business degree at university in Perth, I worked in sales and marketing in Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane before ending up in Hong Kong. I later interviewed with Major Lindsay in Africa and was attracted to the search model and global platform that it offered. I started in the Hong Kong office of MLA in August 2007. When I joined, the company had just started a mentoring program where they matched new recruiters in Asia with experienced recruiters in the US. To be honest, I was just excited to speak with an actual real-life American. My mentor was Michael Schulklapper in the LA office, and he helped guide me through my first year at MLA. I've been fortunate to be able to do BD trips within the US. There are so many people that have helped me make this happen, and I am sincerely grateful. There are too many to name here today, but you all know who you are. I've also been fortunate to have colleagues outside of my practice group take the time out of their days to host me in their hometown and show me fabulous hospitality. After working for 8 years in Hong Kong, it was announced internally that we would be opening an MLA office in Sydney. As much as I really loved living and working in Hong Kong, our Hong Kong office really has one of the best working cultures you could ever experience. My mum had not been well for a few years, and living a 9.5-hour flight away from her had not been sitting well with me for some time. Thankfully, with the support of Brandon and senior management, I was able to move back to my home country and continue working for MLA. The Sydney office was a combination of MLA and Allegiance partners. Except for myself, it was also a mix of recruiters from different companies and some of the best people I know. After 3 years in Sydney, I fell pregnant with my son Billy. While being a mum had always been a dream of mine, working at MLA was something that I didn't want to give up. I wondered if I could really have it all. And then I thought about the calibre of inspirational women that I work with at MLA, and I knew that I could. With the support of MLA, we relocated to Singapore at the end of last year, and things could not be better. We are seeing Singapore growing into one of the strongest players in the region. There has been an increase in multinational companies moving APAC regional headquarters to Singapore, and we see it as a great launchpad for wider searches in the APAC region. I recently met with someone in Singapore who was thinking about a change in career from lawyer to recruiter. She asked me what has kept me at MLA for so long. I tried to think of something new, as I always say the same thing when people ask me, but I couldn't. It will always has been and always will be the same answer. It's the people. I get to go to work every day and see my great colleagues, Ash and Nick. I can easily pick up the phone at any time and call my amazing APAC friends. And then when Europe opens up in my afternoon, the EMEA team are online and ready to help in any way. A couple of weeks ago, I emailed an urgent request to the global in-house group and received over 20 replies overnight with a lot of very helpful information from my US colleagues. It's just amazing to think that at any minute of the day, someone from MLA is online and available. I am so glad to be able to wake up each day and do exciting work that makes an impact. Although making a placement may sometimes seem perfunctory, we really do make an impact on people's lives. It never gets old when you catch up with a candidate who tells you how happy they are that you helped them get that job that they love, or when a client tells you that they were impressed with the shortlist you sent them, or that we exceeded their expectations when it came to a search. I know these are lies that every single person in this room hears all the time. For me, it just never gets old.